and welcome back to my channel. It's been a very long time since I last filmed a video. Second year is quite busy, nowhere near as busy as first year, but I've been enjoying it and making the most of it, which is the most important thing. So as I said, I've not filmed in a really long time, and so I decided that this weekend I would film basically a weekend in the life of a second year graduate entry medical student, just to show you guys what I do at the weekend, sort of how much time I spend studying, what I do when I'm not studying, and things like that. So I hope you will enjoy it. I forgot to mention, I'm sorry my voice is a bit weak, croaky, something like that. I lost my voice yesterday and it's only just started to come back where you can actually make out what I'm saying. So yeah, apologies for that. It's about 6 o'clock. I recently got back home. I'm now in Oxford with my mum, and just gonna spend a couple of hours just chilling. I'll probably do a little bit of work later on maybe, but just making the most of a Friday evening, and I'm sat by the fire and enjoying a nice cup of tea. So it was Saturday afternoon and I realised that I needed to start my work for the weekend. So here I was just planning what I was going to do that day. So generally I knew that for the weekend I needed to create a presentation where I was presenting a protocol which I have been prepping as part of my student selected component. So that is basically what this montage of me studying is me doing. So I carried on working for most of the rest of the day. I think I finished working probably about maybe 7 or 8 p.m. And then I went downstairs and I watched some TV, which I generally like to do on a Saturday evening just to relax. And then I went to bed probably about 12:30. So yeah, that was my Saturday. It was quite productive and I did manage to get the entire presentation done, which I was really, really pleased about. So Sunday morning, I probably woke up maybe about 9 or half 8ish. Mum and I then went to church, which we do every Sunday morning. So after church, we went to Boots and I collected Mum's medication, which you will see me putting into a Dosset box later in this video. We came home, we had some brunch, and I also baked a cake, which although I did film, the file corrupted because I filmed for about 45 minutes. Then I did some work. I had made my presentation on Saturday, and so on the Sunday I needed to write a reflection all about my learning throughout the student selected component module and what I had learned and things like that. So that is what I am doing in this time lapse. So one of the traditions that me and Mum have is that we get fish and chips on a Friday night. Now, we didn't for some reason on Friday, and so we decided on Sunday evening, once I'd finished all my work, that we would walk down to the fish and chip shop and buy some fish and chips. So after we'd finished eating, we just watched some TV. I then had a bath, which is one of the things I like to do sort of as a bit of self-care, as a way to relax and de-stress. I also put all of Mum's medication into her Dosset box. I also then did my ironing from the washing that I had done the previous day. Although I did forget to film ironing, although it's probably not that interesting, so it doesn't actually matter. So once that was done, I packed away all of my stuff, so chargers, laptop, books, etc. I said bye to Mum, and I drove back up to uni, to my house in Coventry, unpacked and quickly got into bed because I probably arrived at about 1 o'clock in the morning. This is normal for me, and it's a bad habit, but I can't seem to change it. So that marks the end of this video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and do let me if you'd like to see another one of these. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time. Bye.